The biggest update of the year has just dropped on Clash Royale, and I'm going to make this video covering everything you need to know. This is a very cool new update to Clash Royale featuring 2 very cool new cards and a bunch of other new things which I'm going to cover in this short video for you. So let's get right into it and start out with the new main menu. The main menu is mostly the same, but now wielding 2 extra features. This scroll button and this sword button. The scroll button features the new daily challenges section in Clash Royale, which will give you 3 random daily challenges for you to complete each and every day for some rewards, and a weekly reward too if you're able to complete the 3 daily challenges 7 times in a row. The sword button next to the battle button will change your battle mode from the normal trophy road to the new Path of Legends, which is essentially Clash Royale's new method of competitive play, which features the battle leagues which have been removed from the trophy road and moved here exclusively, and steps to get to the next league. These steps are given to you for each win you get, but there are 2 types of step, a golden step like this one and a stone step like this one. A stone step will break on a loss and you will go back down to the previous step, but a gold step is permanent once you reach it for that season. For reaching these new leagues, there are bountiful rewards you can claim, and there are also card level caps for each league, which will slowly get higher as you progress through them. Since the sword icon now replaces where the party mode once was, it has been moved to the 3 bars in the top right section. Moving back to the trophy road, the trophies have been extended to fit 5 more new arenas. You've got Miner's Mine, which was actually the legendary arena when the Mighty Miner dropped, Executioner's Kitchen, Royal Crypt, Silent Sanctuary, Dragon Spa, all the way up to 7,500 trophies at the legendary arena, Arena 20. These arenas require a trophy count to reach just like before, but also a king level to reach them too, which I'll get to in just a second. The champions have been moved into separate arenas now so that players lower than the old level 14 can now obtain these champions as long as they meet the requirements for their respective arenas. If we click on the crown symbol in the top left corner, we can see that the King's Journey has now changed to fit 36 more king levels than before, all the way up to king level 50. However, the crown tower level still works the same as before, now called your tower power. This will get higher as you increase your king level, which is directly the same as it was before, so you don't need any more or any less experience to level up your crown towers. There is a brand new chest you can earn called the Champion Chest, which similarly to an epic chest will reward you with only champions. Well, I say champions, you get only 1. Along with this new chest also came the Champion Wild card, which of course you can use on your champions as you please. In your decks menu, you can now find the Deck Explorer feature, which is really helpful for players looking to find a deck with some cards that they know they want to use. Simply click New Deck and select the cards you want to use, and it'll give you some popular high win rate decks using the cards you picked out. Or, alternatively, if you're looking for a similar deck to the one you already have, click Use Deck and it'll use your current deck, and it can show you some variations to your deck which have also shown to be effective. The most exciting part about the new update is the 2 new cards. A brand new legendary card, the Phoenix, unlocked in Arena 12, Spooky Town. It's a 4 elixir flying melee card which really packs a wallop and has an unexpectedly high hit rate. The nice thing about this chicken is that once it's vanquished, it drops an egg, and if that isn't destroyed, well, be prepared to say hello to the Phoenix once again. And the very anticipated new champion, the Monk, unlocked in Arena 18 Silent Sanctuary. Once again, a 4 elixir card which hits ground troops with a 3-hit melee combo, of which the 3rd hit will deal extra damage and push back the targeted card. His ability, Pensive Protection, will reflect any oncoming damage to him at the troop or tower that deployed it. There are some things that it will not reflect, like freeze and poison, so perhaps if you'd like to see a myth-busting video for the Monk, let me know down in the comments and leave your questions with it, and I could get working on that. This update came with 10 brand new 3rd Mastery challenges for you to complete, so let's go over what exactly they are. For the Fire Spirit, you need to hit 5 troops with a single deploy 150 times. Now, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be 150 times for the first tier of 3, because that is a lot. The Electro Spirit is only 50, but we will see. For the Valkyrie, you need to hit 15 troops with a single deploy 50 times. So remember, that's hit, not kill, so it's not as bad as it may sound. For the Baby Dragon, once again, it's troop hitting, and this time it's 12 with a single deployment of the Baby Dragon. For the Bowler, you need to push back 10 or more units with a single deploy 80 times. If by pushing back, it doesn't include things that die on impact like a skeleton army, this is going to be the hardest mastery challenge to complete by far. The Mini P.E.K.K.'s challenge is the same as the Large P.E.K.K.A, which is to land hits for the full damage 800 times. Just to put it simply, this means to land a hit that does not kill a troop or building 800 times. The Dark Goblin challenge requires you to land 10 hits with a single deployment 80 times. Very simple. A very similar challenge with the Flying Machine. This time you need to land 8 hits with a single deployment, a total of 80 times. The Graveyard is one of those mastery challenges which can only be done once per game. You need to land 30 hits on towers in a single battle 50 times. For the Firecracker, quite a tricky one once again. Land 8 attacks with a single deploy, a total of 80 times. Now, I say quite tricky because I assume that you have to land 8 individual shots with a single deploy. I reckon one shot will count as just one for the challenge, despite it shooting 5 attacks each time. But hopefully, someone can let me know about that in the comments if I'm wrong. And finally, the Hog Rider is the last of the new mastery challenges. Another one of those one per game challenges, which requires you to hit towers 10 times in a game, a total of 80 times. And finally, accompanying this update were 2 balance changes, a minor buff to the Knight, giving him 3% more health, and a Goblin rework, increasing the Goblin count from 3 to 4. However, the Goblin first hit speed has been increased from 0.2 seconds to 0.4, and this nerf affects all Goblins like the ones in the gang or the ones in the drill. And also with the mirror, it will now be grayed out if you play a champion before it, since you are unable to mirror a champion.